Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Week 2 NFL Predictions. I'm Mason Sapesky, your host. I will be with you today. I just noticed this kind of from looking in the video, but this jersey is kind of big on me. It's a large, and I wear a large. This jersey is a large, but for some odd reason, this jersey looks somewhat big on me. But yeah, I got this when we were on our trip in Arizona. It's the Tom Brady Buccaneers jersey, if you weren't able to tell, but it was on sale. It was only $50, so it was a great deal. So I had to pick it up, and now here I am wearing this jersey on the show. So first things first, to start out this week, I'm going to go through my new probabilities for the week after last week's games. Every week I will adjust, obviously, the probabilities for each team. Last week, as I said, after every game, I do a spreadsheet, or a Google Sheets, or what they call it, or not Google, Microsoft Sheets on Excel. So that's what, or not Microsoft Office. So that's what I use to do my sheets. So after every week, I do this. I put each team's current record down, their projected record. So as I said, I use playoffpredictors.com. After every single week, I'll go back in there and re-predict the slate of games and all that to reevaluate the teams and issue new projected records. After I do that, I do playoff probabilities, division probabilities, conference probabilities, and last but not least, Super Bowl probabilities. So first off, before we get into the predictions themselves, I will go through that. I will also go for each team's current record as well. Without further ado, let's get going here. I'm going to move rather quick on this so we could get right into the predictions and those probabilities. First, we're going to do the AFC East. Miami Dolphins, their current record's 1-0. I project them now at 14-3, 91% playoff probability, 39% division probability, 12% chance to win the AFC, 7% chance to win the Lombardi Trophy. New York Jets, they're currently 1-0. I have them projected 5-12 after the Aaron Rodgers injury, unfortunately. It was the same that he got injured. I was looking forward to watching him this year, so it stinks that he got hurt. But I have the Jets at 5-12. 28% playoff probability, 12% chance to win the division, 1% chance to win the AFC, 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. New England Patriots, they currently stand at 0-1. I have their projected record 9-8. 48% playoff probability, 14% division win probability, 1% conference win probability, and a 1% Super Bowl win probability. Buffalo Bills, they're currently 0-1. I have them at 10-7 projected record. 65% playoff chance, 35% chance to win the AFC East, 4% chance to win the AFC, 8% chance to win the Super Bowl. Now into our NFC North. Baltimore Ravens are 1-0. I have them at a projected 11-6. 69% playoff probability. 34% chance to win the North. 4% chance to win the AFC. 5% chance to win the Super Bowl. Cleveland Browns, I have them at 1-0. I have a projected record for them at 9-8. 45% chance to win the division. 45% chance to make the playoffs. 20% chance to win the division. 1% chance to win the AFC, 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. I have to burp. Sorry that some of these are going to be a little out of order here, and the reason is because we obviously haven't got Cincinnati, who I do still believe will win the AFC North. They just had a bad week. But these are in order based off of current record. So, like, if you're 1-0, but I still project an 0-1 team to win the division, I'm going to do the 1-0 team first just because it's the current standings. Now on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their current record's 0-1, obviously. I have the projected record at 8-9. The only thing that flipped for me in this is a loss to New England. 32% chance to make the playoffs, 11% chance to win the division, 1% chance to win the AFC, 1% chance to win the Super Bowl, unfortunately. Last but not least in this division, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, a current record of 0-1, projected record of 13-4, 78% playoff chance, 35% chance to win the division, 5% chance to win the AFC, 6% chance to win the Super Bowl. Now on to the AFC South. Sorry, it's yelling there. Jacksonville Jaguars, I have them at 1-0, projected record of 12-5, 88% playoff probability, 90% chance to win the division, 3% chance to win the conference, and a 3% chance to win the Super Bowl. Tennessee Titans, I have them at 0-1, 4-13 is a projected record, 19% playoff chance, 6% chance to win this division, 1% chance to win the conference, and 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Houston Texans, they're currently 0-1. I have them at a 4-13 projected record, 7% playoff chance, 2% chance to win this division, 1% chance to win both 1% chance for the conference, and a 1% chance for the Super Bowl. Indianapolis Colts, I have them currently at 0-1. 3-14 is their projected record, 4% chance to make the playoffs, 2% chance to win the division, 1% chance to win the AFC, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. AFC West, we're going to start off with the only 1-0 team in this division, and it's a little surprising. The Las Vegas Raiders, they're 1-0. 10-7, I have them as a projected record. 78% playoff chance, 29% chance to win this division, 3% chance to win the AFC, 1% chance to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium. Something this team did, and also the LA Rams. Kansas City Chiefs, I have them currently sitting at 0-1. 12-5 projected record, 83% playoff chance, 60% chance to win the division, 10% chance to win the AFC, and an 11% chance to win the Super Bowl. Sorry, I was just looking at my seat real quick to see who has the highest odds. We'll get to them at the very end. The team that does. LA Chargers, I have them they're currently 0-1. I have them at a 9-8 projected record, 39% chance to make the playoffs, 7% chance to win the division, 1% chance to win the conference, and 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Denver Broncos, they're currently 0-1. I have them at 7-10, 22% playoff chance, 4% chance to win the division, 1% chance to win the conference, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Now to the NFC East. I have Philadelphia at 1-0, or Phillies 1-0. I project them at 13-4, 98% playoff chance, 45% chance to win the division, 12% chance to win the NFC, and a 12% chance to win the Vince Lombardi Trophy in Vegas. Dallas Cowboys, I have them at 1-0, projected record 13-4, make the playoffs 92%, win the division 44%, win the NFC 5%, and win the Super Bowl 8%. Washington Commanders, they're currently 1-0, but I have them at 3-14. 8% playoff chance, 3% chance to win the division, 1% chance to win the conference, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Sorry, it's a burp. It's just always when I do these videos in the morning, I have to burp because I eat cereal, and I burp a lot on my cereal for some reason. I don't know why, but nonetheless, now on to the Giants, who have a lot of work to do. They're currently 0-1. I project them now at 5-12, 27% playoff probability, 8% chance to win this division, a 1% chance to win the NFC, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Now onto the NFC North. Detroit Lions, 1-0, 13-4 projected record, 89% playoff chance, 40% chance to win this division, 3% chance to win the conference, and a 4% chance to win the Lombardi Trophy. Green Bay Packers, I have them at 1-0. 10-7 is a projected record. 54% chance to make the playoffs. 25% chance to win this division. A 1% chance to win the conference, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Minnesota Vikings, I have them at 0-1. This is a huge dip from what I originally projected, my new projection. I have the team now at 8 wins and 9 losses. 36% playoff chance, 30% chance to win the division, a 1% chance to win the conference, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. They have a key game tonight in Philly, which we'll get to in a minute. Chicago Bears, I have them at 0-1. They're currently 0-1. I have their final record of 3-14. 4% playoff chance, 5% chance to win the division, 1% chance to win the conference, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Now into the NFC South. Atlanta is 1-0. I have them at 9-8. 54% chance to make the playoffs, 32% chance to win this division, 1% chance to win the conference, and also 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. New Orleans Saints, 1-0. I have them projected at 4-13 right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to yawn. I'm tired. I didn't get the best of sleep last night. It's just I've been really busy with school, these videos, and all that, so things are busier for me. But New Orleans, I have them at 4-13, 39% playoff chance, 28% or 25%. Sorry, I was looking at Green Bay. New Orleans has a 28% chance to win the NFC South, 1% chance to win the conference, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I have them at 1-0. I project them at 9-8 as well. 23% chance to make the postseason, 30% chance to win the division, 1% chance to win the conference, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Carolina Panthers, I have them at 0-1. Projected record, 7-10. 15% chance to make the playoffs, 10% chance to win this division, 1% chance to win the conference, and also 1% chance to win the Lombardi Trophy. NFC West now, the final division. San Francisco 49ers, my new Super Bowl favorites. They came into Pittsburgh and destroyed the Steelers. They played a really good game, and as a result, they're now my new Super Bowl favorites because Pittsburgh is a pretty good team, if you ask me. San Francisco is currently 1-0. Their projected record's 15-2, 99% playoff chance, 91% chance to win the NFC West. I know, right? 18% chance to win the NFC, and a 14% chance to win the Super Bowl. Los Angeles Rams, they're currently 1-0. 10-7 projected record, 45% playoff chance, 3% chance to win the division, a 1% chance to win the NFC, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Seattle Seahawks are 0-1, projected record 8-9, 41% chance to make the playoffs, 5% chance to win this division, a 1% chance to win the conference, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Arizona Cardinals, I have them at 0-1, or they're currently 0-1, as I continue to yawn. They had a tough time last week. They almost beat Washington last week. So it'll be interesting to watch the Cardinals this year, to say the least. Projected record, 2-15, 5% playoff chance, 2% division chance, 1% chance to win the NFC, and a 1% chance to win the Super Bowl. Safe to say the Cardinals aren't winning the Super Bowl this year. Now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for my Week 2 game predictions. So, without further ado, let's get started with my Week 2 game predictions for the week. First, I'm going to start out with the Minnesota-Philadelphia Thursday night game. That game is tonight. That will be an interesting game, to say the least. I don't think Minnesota is the same team they were last year. They lost to Tampa Bay. This team, who I don't think is very good, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with them. So, for sure, but I don't think Minnesota is the same team they were last year. This is a tough place to play in for them. I don't think they get the job done tonight. I'm going to take Philadelphia. The win probabilities for this one, Philadelphia I have at 60%. Minnesota I have at 39%. Vegas and Buffalo. This one's going to be closer than most people think it will be. Josh Allen, I don't think is the same quarterback as he was in years past. He did not look very good against the New York Jets at all. That defense dominated him. And so he's not the same quarterback he used to be. He's changed a lot too of his personality and all that. So, I don't think Diggs is really happy in Buffalo right now. And I think their defense misses having Leslie Frazier. Although Sean McDermott's done a good job with that defense, I think they really do miss Leslie Frazier an awful lot. But I still think that the Bills are much stronger than Las Vegas and will be able to win this football game. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to win this game. I have them at 71% win probability, 28% for the Raiders. By the way, too, for every game, I account for 1% of the game as a tie. There's always a chance that a tie does happen, so I give that 1% chance. So, as I continue on, so that's rather interesting. At the end of the video, we'll get to the game that I think will be the most likely tie of the week. I don't think any of these games will end in a tie this week, as I will not, and I won't predict any ties this season. However, each week, as you saw last week, I do predict the game of the week that I think will most likely end in a tie if any game does end in a tie. All right, now we're on to Baltimore and Cincinnati here. This will be an interesting game for sure. Cincinnati did not look very good last week at all. They're going to look to rebound this week. I believe they will rebound this week. I think they're going to beat Baltimore. It'll be a close game, but give me the Bengals. I have them at 53% win probability. Baltimore Ravens, I have at 46% win probability. Colts and Texans. This is going to be an interesting game for sure. Shane Steichen, DeMeco Ryans, two first-time head coaches. They went against each other last year as coordinators in the NFC Championship, with Steichen's Eagles beating Ryans' 49ers, respectively. So these two men know each other from stuff like that. But anyway, that's last year. Let's put last year in the past. We're going to move on to this year. But one thing I don't think we'll put in the past is the outcome. I think Steichen will outdo Ryans again, this time with Anthony Richardson. He's going to be a really good quarterback. I think Anthony Richardson has a huge week this week. If I don't have him on any of my teams, but if you have him in fantasy football, I would definitely consider starting Anthony Richardson, to say the least. He's a good starting quarterback option for sure. I'm going to take the Colts to win this one. I have them in a... Oh my gosh. I'm tired in the mornings, if you couldn't tell from this and my prior videos. But I have the Colts at a 51% win probability, Texans at 48%. Kansas City and Jacksonville. This will be an interesting one, primarily because the Chiefs are 0-1. The Chiefs should have never lost that game last week to Detroit. But now that they have Chris Jones back, I think they will be a different team. I think they will be able to go into Jacksonville and handle the Jaguars. I think it will be a much closer game than most people believe it will be. However, I still believe the Chiefs will get the job done. I'm picking the Chiefs in this one. I have Kansas City at a 59% win probability and Jacksonville at a 40% win probability. Chargers and Titans. I don't think this game will be very close at all. I think Herbert and Eckler just dominate. They're going to just dominate this game, I believe. And I think the Chargers will win this one easily. I have them at 60% win probability. Titans at 39%. As I burp again. Bears and Buccaneers. This will be an interesting game for sure. Tampa's going to look to start 2-0, winning its first two games without Tom Brady under center, proving that Baker Mayfield could possibly be the guy for Tampa Bay, and that they are not tanking. Although I remember 2 years ago, they started 2-0, and they were like 6-10, 5-11. So it doesn't mean much if they start 2-0, but it'll be a good thing for them for sure. I don't think the Bears are going to be good this year at all. They look terrible against the Packers. I don't know about Chicago. I think they need to do something for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely going to pick Tampa Bay to win this game. I have Tampa Bay winning this one in a close one. I have them at a 52% win probability. Chicago Bears, 47%. Packers and the Falcons this week. This will be a very close game. That's for sure. This will be a very fun one to watch. I like what these two teams have on offense with the young studs. Jordan Love, Aaron Jones, Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Luke Musgrave. Those are your dominant forces of this Packer offense. For the Falcons, they have Desmond Ridder, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, who's a very good player, Drake London, Mac Hollins, Kyle Pitts. So these are two offenses on the rise for sure. And the good thing is one of these two offenses will start 2-0. I believe that offense will be the Atlanta Falcons. I think they're going to be 2-0. I think they narrowly get by the Packers. I'm going to take Atlanta in this one. 52% win probability for the Atlanta Falcons, 47% for the Green Bay Packers. Seattle Seahawks and Detroit Lions. I think this game will be much closer than people think it will be. I think Seattle always plays well at Ford Field in Detroit. It'll be interesting for sure. I'm eager to see the outcome of this one. I'm going to take my Lions still, but not by as much as most people would think. I have Detroit at a 51% win probability and Seattle at a 48% win probability. Giants and the Cardinals, although the Giants look bad this week, I still think they have enough in the tank to just get by the Cardinals. I think this game is still going to be lopsided just because of the Cardinals' weak offense and all that. But the Giants' offense got to be better if they want to go into Phoenix and leave with a win. I'm going to take the Giants in this one, but it'll be interesting. 73% win probability for the Giants, 26% win probability for Arizona. 49ers at the LA Rams. This one is not going to be a good day for the Rams. I just think this 49ers team is too much for them. This 49ers team is I'm so sorry about this. This 49ers team, I think it's too much for anybody in this league. If you could beat the 49ers, then you're a pretty darn good football team. I don't think the Rams beat the 49ers this week. 68% win probability for the Niners, 31% win probability for the LA Rams. Jets and Cowboys. Cowboys looked awesome last week against the Giants. Jets also looked awesome. That kick return, or the punt return at the end to walk it off was awesome. This will be an interesting one. It would have been so much better if Rodgers was playing, as would the rest of the Jets here. But unfortunately, injuries do happen in the NFL. We just need to hope and pray that there's no more injuries the rest of this year. Unfortunately, though, there will be. But try to just play to keep people healthy so that we don't have another thing like what Aaron Rodgers had. Because the NFL is so much better with these elite players in them. That's for sure. And we need these elite players in the NFL. For this one, though, I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Cowboys will easily get the win here. They're just too good right now, and they are a dominant force to reckon with. Give me Dallas with a 67% win probability. New York Jets at a 32% win probability. Washington and Denver. I think Denver will easily win this game, and here's why. Sean Payton typically always beats Ron Rivera, and the Commanders did not look good at all last week against the horrible, supposedly, quote-unquote, horrible Arizona Cardinals in Washington. So I don't think the Commanders have much of a chance here in Denver. They do have a legitimate chance to win this game, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm taking the Broncos in this one because Russell Wilson didn't play terrible last week, so I'm going to take the Broncos in this one. Give me Denver 65-34. The Broncos are just cursed against Vegas for some reason, and I knew that. I picked Vegas to win that game. I got that right. Most people picked Denver to win. They got it wrong. Sorry if I was a little cocky or arrogant there, but I just want to say that I just want to continue to defend myself or back up the point that this is a trustworthy source of information here. Last week I went 9-7. It is so hard to be a good predictor in week 1. Last year I was like 4-12 week 1. This year I was 9-7 week 1. So not too bad. We definitely learned a lot this week, and it'll be interesting to see how week 2 goes, to say the least. I think I only got like 1 or 2 1 o'clock games wrong too, so that's interesting. But for Denver, I have them at a 65% win probability. Commanders, 34%. Miami and the Patriots on Sunday Night Football. This one will definitely be an exciting game for sure. I think these two teams will be playing an even game. It will be very close and very interesting. However, I think Tua Tagovailoa is just a little too much right now for New England. This Miami offense is high-flying. They're going to go back to the playoffs, and they're going to be really good this year. I'm taking the Dolphins in this one very closely, though, because New England played Philadelphia well last week. New England, as I continue to yawn, New England has a legitimate shot at winning this game. However, I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm taking the Dolphins. 53% win probability for them. 46% win probability for New England. Now it's time for our last game because I will predict this Browns-Steelers outcome Monday morning or Monday afternoon at some point on Monday in my Steelers game day pregame. So we'll do that on Monday. But for New Orleans, Carolina, I think this is going to be an interesting game. I don't think New Orleans will win this game. I think Carolina is going to be victorious. They just have the better team, the better roster, the better everything. New Orleans' offense is super weak right now. I don't think they're going to do much this year. I'm going to take Carolina in this one, with a 54% win probability. New Orleans, 45% win probability. that's all for the predictions for this week. But as I said, I would tell you one game that I believe has the potential to end in a tie. Obviously, all these games have the potential to end in a tie. We could have every game be a tie this week. But out of all the games this week, one game stands out to me as the most likely to tie. This game is the Cincinnati Bengals hosting the Baltimore Ravens at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The reason I think this will be a tie is that this might be a tie is because these two teams are even. Baltimore and Cincy, they're still the same kind of team. Despite Cincinnati getting clobbered last week by Cleveland, I think they're the same kind of team. But I think if any game's going to end in a tie this week, it's the Ravens-Bengals game in Cincinnati. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I will be with you again tomorrow for my WPIAL predictions. Saturday, we're going to be real busy. We have the Pick Game Day pregame show. The Panthers head down to Morgantown, take on the West Virginia Mountaineers in the Backyard Brawl. We'll do a WPIAL recap show of all the high school games that we're going to cover tomorrow night. And we will also do college football preview. And then we might do a college football recap. I don't know. I'm just sorry I haven't got to doing everything. It's just I've been really busy. But we'll have the Pick Game Day postgame, so probably Saturday night. Sunday's a Pirate game, so I'll try to do a video of that on Sunday. And then Monday, we got the Steelers game day pregame and postgame show. And Tuesday will be my recap video. We also do have Mondays with Mason this coming Monday. I still have yet to find a topic on that, though. We have till Monday, so we'll see Monday what happens. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some high school football. Have a good one. Stay safe. Take care. Peace.